Welcome to those near and far. Welcome to Mage the Ascension as luck would have it. Our game is set in 2019 in Montreal, Canada. Let's meet our mages this evening.
Hi, I'm Didi, or I'm Kibby Rose, and I'll be playing Didi.
I'm Christina Poe, and I'm playing Raena Tremblay.
I'm Jace Maxwell, and I'll be playing Max Toulon.
I'm Lloyd Coleman, otherwise known as IndieGeek 5150, and I am Orrin Pritchard.
Hooray! Recap. Excuse me. Portia received a text regarding Preston's celebratory dinner, and the Cabal intends to go. They went to Max's mother to request makeovers for the girls, and Max took the opportunity to come out to his mother. His mother supported him. It was a short game, but it was quite impactful. Okay. It is Saturday, November 7th. Appointments have been made at the tailor to have the girls fitted out and makeup selected for them and whatnot. Is there anything earlier in the day that you guys might want to do before the appointment? I don't know, 3.
I think Orrin's probably just thinking about what he is going to grab, because he's going to have to take his portal to go to his soon-to-be former apartment for what he's going to wear, even though he's not technically going inside unless absolutely necessary.
But, just in case. It is better to be prepared than not.
Is there any more tech stuff that you have to do?
I would probably need to get another probably pocket square or something for Didi if she ends up going.
Well, Didi's going to be in a dress, so a pocket square is not going to help Didi.
So another Lily for Didi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is pertaining to hiding up in her room and getting ready right now.
Now, it's Sunday is the event, right?
Sunday is the event, correct.
So we don't need to be ready. We're just getting.
Well, I meant ready for the day. Like this, it's the morning, right?
I hope so, or I slept until noon again.
Because I'm getting ready and then heading down for coffee.
Yay!
I am
raring to go.
Raina's more than likely already sitting in the lounge area, having some pickle juice.
Cosmo is sitting at your feet.
Good morning, Raena. Good morning, Cosmo.
Wag, 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 wag.
So, do you know what we're doing today, girl?
I'm
walking over and getting coffee.
I am going with Jace's mom to get a makeover.
Whose mom?
Oh, Max's mom.
Max's mom.
I'm gonna be hanging out with Jason's mom today. Bye, guys. I'm going with Max's mom to get ready for the formal event. Is that something you'd be interested in?
I'll go with you if you want. I don't know how much help I'm going to be.
Right on.
Moral support.
Moral support.
Moral support's always nice. I am sort of excited to bond with Max's mom, kind of dig deeper into that shell, see what she's about.
Do you know where she's taking you?
Nope. I'm sure. Well, maybe. Game master, storyteller person.
What?
Do I know where the appointments are? Or
No.
did you just make them in? Okay.
The plan, according to Max's mother, is to meet at her place and then pile into her SUV and all go together.
Ooh, that makes me nervous, because even though I know that she's taking me to get a makeover, having someone take you to a second location is never a good idea.
That's why I will be tagging along with you. We go as a team. It's the buddy system, right?
I dig it.
Excellent.
I will be walking out of my room at about this point and heading over for coffee.
Yay, coffee. Anyone who is partaking in coffee gains 1 point of quintessence.
And much more relaxed than he's ever been.
Good morning. You look tranquil.
I feel better than I have in a long time. And Max sits in one of the lobby chairs, like cross-legged instead of like, rigid.
Well, good morning, Max. We've got a little added confidence today, don't we?
Is it confidence? I don't know. I've never felt this way before.
And I just look at Raena like our little boy's growing up.
I'm glad to hear that you're feeling good about things.
Thanks. Sip.
So, I'm sure you've been subjected to a few of your mom's makeovers. Is there anything I should be expecting or trying to shy away from if necessary?
So far during this, everything that I've expected from her, she's done the opposite. So,
Don't talk
no
politics.
clue.
That's
Don't
fair.
talk politics.
Oh, that's just common manners in a public setting. You don't talk about politics, you don't talk about religion, and you don't talk
What
about other
happens at
people.
Fight Club stays at Fight Club.
And you don't talk about Bruno.
You don't talk about Bruno. Ever.
All right. So the morning is relatively quiet. If Oren comes out for his morning coffee, espresso mixture.
You'll actually see something, because looking at my quintessence, you would actually see something very uncharacteristic of him. He actually ignores the coffee and just grabs food and goes and sits down.
And I look over at Oren or look over at Raena and go, "Did Oren just skip coffee?"
I think he did.
Hey, Oren.
Yes.
No coffee?
I'm still a bit energized from the last one I had. I kind of didn't sleep last night because I had too much energy.
Seems like our boys are having interesting evenings.
It seems as such.
Is it Hey, Oren,
Is
do you think it would be possible to run into your boss at this next event by any chance?
maybe. I'm not too sure though. But after the other night I got a little bit curious, and I started going through that paperwork we got from the technocracy
Yeah, the list of codes or the list of names?
list of names. He
Find
kind of
anything?
he kind of pauses for a second, looks at a table. My parents are on that list.
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently they're mages.
You didn't know this?
No, because I had very little contact with my parents after everything that has happened. Like, especially when what happened to me when I was a young kid, and then as soon as I got back around them, they immediately sent me off to military school. So I didn't really have much contact with them. And it confuses me that they outright refuted to tell me, or there's something going on.
You don't think maybe they were protecting you?
No, I don't. Because the circumstances of the fact that when and he does air quotes, disappeared, they made no attempt to try and find me.
You don't think that maybe they had you disappear for protective reasons?
I don't
No
think
offense,
so.
but I know a lot of mages who send their children off simply to protect them.
I question that, knowing the nature of my parents.
You never know who they were involved with. I mean, if their name was on that list, who knows who they were involved with? Who knows who were after them?
That's why I need to talk to the professor and see if I can get some sort of connection, because all it says in the paperwork is that they're reality deviants, but it doesn't say anything about what they're involved in or what. Like, unlike my boss, who I found out was a terrorist.
Do I need to give you a kick in the butt to get you to the professor's office?
I think what I'll do is I'll finish my food and hope that she comes out of her office or her room or whatever, and then I'm going to have to talk to her about it.
She comes out the elevator and makes her way to the lobby where the food and coffee are. She's still in her pajamas. Her hair is bedhead, and she makes her coffee.
He'll wait until she gets everything, her food and her coffee and stuff.
She sits at a table nearby.
He'll get up and walk over to her table and sit down.
Hi. Good morning.
Hello, Professor. I got curious the other night after we got back from Horizon, and I found out some information that was in that stuff we got from the technocracy.
Oh.
That worries me. I got curious after finding out that my boss is, well, a terrorist. I decided
as far as they're concerned.
Yeah. And then I got curious and decided to search my parents' names. They are mages. And they're listed as reality deviants, but it gives no context of what they're involved in. I'm assuming from looking at some of the names and all that on here, there's quite a few people that commit to terrorism and stuff like that, but it doesn't list anything for them that they're involved in. Do you know of any way I could find out this information?
The virtual adepts, maybe. They have access to a dark web that would have records of such things.
He'll kind of stop for a second, and he'll look over at Didi. Do you know anybody who I can get in contact with?
Not personally, but I could probably talk to my Baron. I'm sure he's got some people he could talk to.
As a note, you guys still have Paul and Panda's number.
That's right. We could call Paul and Panda.
We need to get in contact. Whoever has Panda's number or email address or whatever, see if you can get in contact with her, because I need some help with what we're doing at this event, and I think she would be the best fit to help with that.
Will do.
You have her number? Weren't you working with her with the goggles?
No, that was Paul, and I just have his address.
I have Panda's number. Go ahead.
He'll as soon as Raena says that, he'll reach in his pocket and toss Raena the card to his room. You can use the video call if you think it's necessary to be able to get a hold of her.
Cool. I think I will just call her or text her first, and then because we haven't talked much, text her first, see if she's okay with talking about it, and then if she is, would it be okay if I just gave her your cell number?
See if she's okay with joining the encrypted text system that we have set up, because I figure she would feel safer that way.
Yeah, see if she feels good about that.
Okay, so you text her. There is you see the dancing dots as she types, and she says, what do you need?
And I text back, I don't know if you remember the guy I was with, Oren, but he was working on some goggles with Paul. Wow, I'm going really roundabout way of this. And so I look at my text and I'm like, maybe I should join it, but I don't. Carrying on. We were wondering if you would want to talk about some techie stuff.
Cool. I am free in 15 minutes, and you can call this number, and it will be encrypted.
Okay. I text her back, all right, I will be with Oren, so you'll be on speaker. Is that okay?
That's great.
Okay. See you or talk to you in a bit.
And she gives a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So, you have a date with Panda Tran. Excuse me. So, is there anything you want to do before the call?
Oren will probably just finish his food and then go to his room and leave the door open, which is also very uncharacteristic of him.
I follow shortly behind and get ready for the phone call.
And I'm hanging in the background, just kind of like eavesdropping.
Okay. How about you, Max?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
also with Didi.
Okay. You dial the number. Are you video calling her or are you like audio calling her?
Probably audio call because she didn't mention anything about a video call.
Yeah. Ring, 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 ring.
She answers.
Hey,
Panda.
hey, it's Raena.
Hi.
I have you on speakerphone, and Oren has a few things he would like to talk to you about.
Okay.
All right. We got information on this politician, and he's having a event tomorrow. And I personally do not want to go into the event. I want to run surveillance. And basically with everybody else going inside. But I need some help on because I want to be at a little bit of a distance and I want to be able to like jump networks to where I can connect to them without actually being in close proximity. Because I'm in no way a hacker or anything. I don't know how to set that kind of stuff up. Like, I know how to do encryption, but that's about it when it comes to stuff like that.
I see. I would be able to set up a surveillance system and a comm link, basically, for all of you. I would not be able to do it for free.
How much are we talking?
Normally, I would say an exorbitant fee, but I know you guys are green. Maybe a favor?
What are you looking for?
Oh, it would be just on call.
Is there anything specific?
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
Are we allowed to set ground rules like no murdering and stuff like that? Because
I would never have you guys do anything like that. No, of course
I
not.
figured that the boundary needs to be set.
Yeah, let's do that. And if you needed a little bit of cash too, just let me know. Because I'm moving into our chantry at the moment, so I'll have a little bit of extra cash that I can use if needed.
Normally, something like this would run about $50,000.
Understood for the risk it takes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just are you okay with me adding you to an encrypted text room that's amongst us right now? I could even give you the information stuff so you can ping the system to see if it's strong enough for you.
I was about to ask. Yeah. That would be great, thanks.
Okay. He'll all right, out of character, are we using Raina's phone or Oren's for this?
Orange, I assume.
He will he'll lean forward and his phone is on a wireless charger. He'll lean forward and text or send all the information to her so that she can ping whatever they're on.
About 10 minutes later, she signs in. And
Okay.
drops a line saying hello.
All right. I was also wondering, I came into some information and I found out that in some way my parents are involved, but it doesn't say what they're involved in. Do you know it? Do you know anyone that could help me find out more information?
I specialize in finding out information.
Okay.
Can you forward me their names and their birthdays?
Yes, I can. Is it, what would you need for, outside of the information you need to find out, what would you need for this?
Probably 25,000.
Okay. Out of character, since, he didn't, like, he paid rent for the current month, how much money, does Oren have currently?
How many points of resources does he have?
3.
If he liquidates, he can afford $75,000.
Okay, and by liquidation, we're speaking.
By liquidation, we're thinking
Because basically his main thing that he had was his apartment, and he's in the process of getting everything out of that place.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. But if you have a number to throw at me, what he currently has, because he does save money.
Let me. It says in the book. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. 20th anniversary. Can I open it in Doc Hub? Failed to import from Google because it's too big. Okay. Let's see here. Backgrounds, please. Backgrounds. 301. Can I type? That would be really cool if I could. This is going to take 8 years. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up myself real quick.
Role playing. White Wolf. And 20 page. Where did I put the book? It would be in backgrounds and resources. So page 301 is where the backgrounds start. Canon. Sorry to hold up the game, guys.
Okay, I got there. 3 dots is middle class with property. You either own or have decent equity in some property plus a vehicle, investments, and savings. You can maintain a one-shot standard of living indefinitely. Is what it says for 3 dots of resources.
It doesn't say what it liquidates to. Just does that for vampire.
Let me go scroll further down. Hold on. And the money.
Oh.
It gives me page numbers, and that's for other things. It doesn't give an actual number. Because it gives me money and wealth. Or actually, it doesn't even get. But it says chapter 10, page 573, 526 to 27, and 596.
Okay. So, if you liquidate, probably about $100,000.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back. So, go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. I should have looked this stuff up before.
And I have absolutely no clue how to help you guys on this one, so I would...
Neither.
I'm like, how can I help? I have no idea. Okay.
Yeah, and while Max has the resources, he doesn't have them available, like, on hand, because he has to go through mom and dad for those.
And as far as I know, Didi still technically lives off her Baron, so it's not like she has any sources of... Didi's a lot like me, guy. No, I'm kidding. So I'm not living off anybody. I'm just living off of $50 every day. Ugh.
Raina's not like swimming in wealth either. I do have a property in the mountains with a fair amount of coverage, but like materialistically, I don't have much.
Hey, you're on your own, Oren. I don't know how you raked up a $70,000 bill, but could... Just kidding. Like, damn, you expensive.
He's got expensive tastes.
Evidently.
That's what comes with the tech field.
That's true. Facts.
Like he so wanted to buy those goggles, but when Paul said $2 million, I'm like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah, 2 million. See, I kind of wish that we could just like have scanned it with a camera and then maybe like reverse engineered it, but I don't think we're that talented yet.
Well, I mean, the only issue with that would be the fact that he would need an internal scan of everything.
Well, why don't we make an X-ray scanner so we can have this prevent us next time?
Well, I mean, he does have
Have it for
the
next
possibility of working with Paul on it, so
Maybe the three of us should do it. I mean, Didi's got what in technology? Yeah, I have 2 in technology.
okay. Now that she is back, he'll put a message in the text, the encrypted text channel,
Mhm.
and ask for Panda's, like, however she accepts money.
Okay. She provides a routing number. Says it's with Navy Fed.
Okay, he will transfer the 25,000 to Panda for the information.
Okay. She says I'll have it to you by tomorrow.
Thank you, because a lot of stuff that's went on in my life, whatever information that you do find would probably explain a lot.
Okay. I'll get on that.
All right. How much time do you think it would take to set up the actual surveillance stuff? Like, I've got cameras and stuff for on their person,
Okay.
and all that, like cameras and microphones and stuff.
When do you need the surveillance by?
He'll look back at Raena. What time was the event?
3? Oh no, those are the appointments. I don't remember. My mind's just been trying not to think of the fact that I'm getting a makeover.
He'll quickly text Portia and ask what time that event was supposed to be at.
Doors open at 7. Dinner is served at 8.
He'll relay that information to Panda, and how long? Just let me know how long it'll take for the setup. Because I've got the tech stuff, I just don't have the know-how like you do.
I can build the network.
Is there anything I can help on this?
I'm sure you could. Panda
Oren.
can tell you how to put it together, and then you can put it together. Because she's
Yeah.
in DC, so she's not around to do it herself.
Yeah, Didi.
Okay. Do you need some help with this? I might be able to give a little finger push or whatever else you need.
If you can handle take care of the hardware for whatever she needs to set up the network.
Okay, I'll take care of that. Or okay.
Are you he'll turn back and Panda, do you, other than hardware that she could set up, what else do you need help with to set up the network?
I just need the information about the hardware so that I can. Oh my god, my cat. I'm sorry. She is being in the way.
Okay, I'll get a bunch of. I guess I'll go to wherever. So I need to talk to the janitor of our little place so I can talk to him to figure out where to get the supplies.
Orin,
hardware.
does she say this?
Yes, I'm saying this to you.
Or Orin will point over to a shelf over by the door. I got it all over there already.
Ooh, yummy. All right.
But speaking of Jeeves, I actually need to talk to him myself because he'd probably have a good idea. Because, like, you know how when we walked into his room, the sheer size of it?
Right.
I want to do that with my room.
Are you sure that's Jeeves that does that, or is that the professor?
I don't. He may not be the one that did it, but he might know someone who does.
Well, how about this? I kind of want the same thing for my room. So why don't we go ask together?
Sounds like any other good idea to me. And he'll turn back to his computer. Thanks, Panda. I will give me about an hour, and I'll send you all the information through the encrypted text chat of what you need.
And I yell over his shoulder, and I'll send the list of the hardware that I got for you.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Oh,
I gotta get all the serial numbers and everything off of the equipment.
you're stealing?
Okay.
All right, we will talk to you soon.
So she sends over a list of the equipment that you guys would need.
Well, I've got equipment like in the smattering of all the equipment I have, and I would just pull all the serial numbers and stuff of what I do have and send it to her, and then wait for a reply of if I'm missing anything or.
You need a transponder.
Okay. Does she send any specific models or?
She does.
Okay. He'll let her know that I'll work on getting that. As soon as I have it, I'll let you know.
No problemo.
And then we're off to see the. This a very poor joke, but we're off to see the wizard.
So are you seeking out Jeeves?
Yes.
Yep.
What were you going to say, Raena?
Raina's going to go back to the lounge area because she's not really interested in the techie stuff. I'm just gonna sit and mentally prepare until my appointment. Because I'm excited. I'm worried that they're gonna touch my feet.
Drink more coffee. It'll help with the quintessence.
And off to Jeeves's room.
Jeeves is changing a light bulb in hallway B.
There's Jeeves.
He'll walk up to the. I'm assuming he's up on a ladder.
He is.
Hey Jeeves, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Did you use somebody to magically modify your room? Because me and Didi here are looking kind of for the same thing.
A little jealous on the size of your room there.
Like the bigger on the inside aspect.
Oh. I see. Well, I made the portals for your rooms.
But who made your room bigger?
I did.
Okay, so you do know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something you could teach us? Or
I'm not
That
really
would be a lot
looking
of
for.
training.
I'm not really looking for teaching it.
I
What
am.
would it cost to if you would do it for me?
Oh. Nothing at all. I'm paid to do this stuff for you.
Will you teach me how, Jeeves? Is that something you can teach to me by any chance?
Not for a long time.
Okay.
You have to go through a couple of seekings or obstacles, basically, that could possibly kill you before you'd be open-minded enough to learn how to do that.
Okay.
So when do you want to do that?
Does Monday sound good for you? Because we
Monday?
have an event we have to go to tomorrow, so I won't have time to do it or watch or anything tomorrow.
Chiefs is to make rooms bigger. Okay.
All right. If you need anything from me involving that, just let me know.
And I just say, thanks, Jeeves.
No problem, kiddos.
All right. We will see you Monday then.
See you Monday. He goes back to work.
And I just smile and I shoulder check Oren.
He kind of puts on like a sideways smirk.
What's next, hun?
I think it's time for well, if we can find Portia wherever she is. I know
Whatever
she's
happened to Portia? Yeah.
I know she's alive because she texted me back, but I think it's time for their makeover. And yours if you decide to get help from Max's mother.
Oh my gosh, I missed all of that. I'm sorry. My sound went off for some reason.
He said that well, the only other thing that can really think is like we'll have to find Portia because I know she's alive because she texts back, but I don't know where she actually is.
Knowing Portia, she's probably hiding. I mean, that woman probably wants to put her in a dress.
Well, I mean, it was all they had already agreed upon that she'd put her in a suit.
It took a lot of, well, I kind of
Still.
had to stand up to her for that.
I have a feeling she's going to be hiding for a little bit.
Probably. But the only other thing that really needs to be done is I got to go get this transponder for Panda to be able to access, and then Raena and Portia need to get their makeovers, and maybe even if you decide to get help from her, that's up to you. Because you never know.
I think keeping distance between me and that woman is a good idea.
I know what you mean. I kind of, after what she said at the house, I still kind of question it.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And apparently she thinks, she initially thought I was with Max, which, no, that I don't think he's even interested in that way in me anyway.
Well, you never know, Oren, but I don't think he is interested in you in that way. I think he sees you as a team player. But I am going to go check on Raena and make sure she's not slowly driving herself insane with her own thoughts. Do you want to come with me?
Might as well. I can search for stores here in town on my phone to see if we can find that transponder.
Radio Shack!
You find a mom and pop tech store that offers
that transponder.
A transponder on their that specific make of transponder on their website.
But when Didi says that, he kind of looks at her and it's like, you do realize Radio Shack died, right? They're not around anymore?
I was joking. I was aging myself, okay?
I think I'm older than you there, Didi.
Hey, Radio Shack was the place to go for a time. Come on. Before pagers were invented.
Okay.
True.
You find Raena in the lobby.
Raena!
Hey,
Oh.
how'd it go?
Are you being consumed by your own thoughts?
No, I have decided to not think about it as much, and just sit here and pet my dog for comfort.
Well, guess what? Oren and I just got done for our rooms. That you might want done for yours as well.
Oh, the expansion?
How'd you know?
I was in
Yeah,
the
there's no
room.
surprises around here.
But
I was
you'll have to talk to James about yours. We just both happen to be there. We've got ours set up for Monday.
I don't need mine done. I like my room the size it is, but thank you for talking to him about that. Knowing it's possible is pretty cool.
Yeah, it will make my work much easier with the added space.
I'm going to be able to do combat practice.
Hell yeah.
Back into the wall.
He'll look at Didi and say, I might have to take you up on that.
You want to go spar?
Let's keep it till after our rooms are made bigger.
Yeah,
Hey, I got the gear.
I think for Raina and I, just because our rooms are now connected to our homes, we've got plenty of space that we
Oh
don't
yeah,
need our rooms expanded.
that's good thinking. I was just gonna be like, no, but that's good reasoning. I like that better.
Yeah, I definitely needed it because I'm giving up my apartment because even though yeah it's nice to have that external spot, it was about the same size as my current room.
Come on, Portia. Sorry, I didn't mean to. She finally messaged.
So Orn will walk over to, or actually, other than petting your dog and avoiding thinking about things, would you be up for a trip? I need to get a piece of equipment that Panda needs to be able to
Um,
access.
what time is it? I don't want to grab my phone.
It is close to 2.
How far away is this trip? Because I have an appointment at 3.
It's right here in the city. It's a mom and pop store that just happens to have the equipment that I need. Still,
Sure.
all right.
Going on a road trip.
And Oren will send the navigation info to Raina's phone. I'll go get my coat.
All right.
I'm just kicking back, sitting with Raina in the room.
Lobby.
Yeah.
Where is Max?
Probably going to wait for Raina, because I have a feeling he has to be there for.
It's probably a good idea.
I would prefer you to be there.
And we're meeting at Max's house.
Yeah.
So Max will just wait in his room to escort Raina through,
Okay.
and anyone else.
Okay, so you intend on portaling there.
It's the fastest way.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So Oren and Raina, I assume they hop into Raina's truck?
It's a little car.
A little car. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be me, Raena, and Didi because Didi wanted to go.
I don't have to go.
Well, I mean, you might as well come. I mean,
I guess. Okay.
because I mean, I know you're excited about tech just as much as I am.
Damn it, Portia.
I start the engine and buckle my seatbelt and get ready to go.
Oren sits in the back seat to not be anywhere near the driving.
Yeah, you
I'll
keep
take
your juju,
shotgun.
keep your juju in the back, mister. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop using the Discord now.
Sorry. All right. The trip to the store is uneventful. There's the lights are not synchronized, so it's like lots of red lights on the way there.
Ooh.
Yeah. And is there anything that you want to do about said red lights?
Oren would probably just passively make a joke, a Pennzoil joke.
Didi would. Didi's feeling a little sneaky. Is there any way that I can roll and just turn all the lights green? Like, screw this. We need to go.
How do you want to do this?
And manipulate electricity to change the lights.
Okay. So technology and wits as your focus, because I assume you're going to use your phone because everything in Canada is on a network.
Okay. And what's the difficulty?
So it's just a matter of accessing the network.
And what's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Oh, I did that wrong. What did I do wrong? There we go. 4 successes.
4 successes. So it is a difficulty 2 on your arete roll.
Okay. Wow, brain work. 3 successes.
Right. Were there specific spheres that you were going to use to try and change it? You were going to use forces, right?
Right. I was going to just send an electrical pulse to change all the... Bink. Just change it. Flip the switches.
The first time you make it change, it kind of shakes a little as you jolt the and switch the light green, and then you kind of like gather that everything after that is a matter of chance.
Okay.
So if you adjust the matter of chance, you can make it so that you don't have to use forces, but instead you use entropy.
Okay.
So if you use entropy 1, you can change the, or entropy 2, I think, to change the light screen.
Well, then I'll use, and I have one. I'll try that then, because I have 1 in entropy.
All right. Is
Do I
there
roll?
like a? You would need a 2 in entropy to do that.
Okay.
To change the fate.
Change all of them. Okay.
But
Well, at least I was able to change 1.
But you were able to change 1 with forces.
Go, Raena, go!
Whatever you just did, I want you in my car more often. City driving sucks.
Blame it on too many hours on the 405 in LA.
So you in your with 3 successes in your head, you are basically like you have to drive at this mileage an hour in order to reach this light at X time so that
Okay.
you catch it on the green.
All right, Raena, this is going to be all about timing.
Okay.
Okay. I need you to go about, what's the speed limit? I need you to do 60 miles per hour on a side street to keep up with these lights. Keep your pace steady. Don't go too fast or too slow. And we should be able to time this perfectly and hit each one as they turn green.
Okay. I accelerate.
Green, 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 green.
Bing, bong, bing.
And you get there in no time flat.
I am the master of the green.
Mwah.
In more ways
Oh.
than one.
All right.
All right, we're here. Oren.
Oren hops out of the back seat, and not really at a running pace, but he walks faster than he usually does. It's a power walk.
And I'm actually following him because if he's going to the tech store, I'm more than likely wanting to go snoop my nose around.
All right. There is tons of really cool stuff in this tech store. They have hard drives for cheap and every cable you could possibly want. And it's set up kind of like a grocery store with nothing but tech stuff.
It's kind of
Totally
like a used tech boutique.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm walking around. I'm picking up like a new combat cover for my phone. Some new wires, some new straps, maybe some little techie devices that I can use on the adventures. I'm just poking my nose around like a little
Yeah,
cat,
or
curious cat.
Oren would probably be doing the same thing, like trying to find pieces and stuff that he would find useful.
Okay.
And then he'd walk up to the counter and ask about the transponder.
The person at the desk is like, "Oh yeah, let me show you where they are." And they lead you to a corner in the back where the transponders are all hanging out, and he picks out the exact transponder that there's one left and hands it over. Looks like we need to order more.
He'll take it into his hands and kind of he'll raise it almost like in Lion King. He'll just hold it up like.
And I see Oren do this, and I come up behind him, and I'm like, "You got your glory?" And do you think we'll be able to reverse engineer it?
We won't need to. At least not for right now.
And I was just looking at him.
And he'll look at the person that handed to him. How much are these running?
About $200.
Oh, okay, nice. He'll take the transponder and whatever else he picked up. It'd be like say PCB boards, different hardware where like he can make his own motherboards and stuff, and like small spools of wire and stuff like that, and he'll take it up to the counter to pay for it.
Okay. Didi can roll technology. No. Didi can roll investigation and wits.
Okay.
Difficulty 7, because this place is kind of crowded.
One success.
You find one item that outside of your straps and cables and combat, like otter skin, but you find a pair of binoculars that are like the bee's fucking knees.
Hey, Oren, come check these out. And I'm holding them up, looking around. What am I seeing if I look through them?
You basically see like through the wall into the wiring on the other side.
Oh, hey, Oren, we're gonna be able to reverse engineer anything. And I'm just like scanning around the whole room with the goggles.
Oren will finish paying for what he was getting and turns towards her, walks over.
And I just shove him up to his eyes.
If you pan across a person, like you're panning across Oren or whatever, you see his skeleton.
Oh, I drop him real quick, and I'm like, oh, that's not my field. And I'm like, but you gotta check these out. And I stick him up, like shove him up to his eyes.
And everything is X-ray.
Oren will look at the price tag on it.
How cool.
About $75.
He'll kind of not really snatch it out of her hand. He'll take it and he'll walk over and pay for it. And he'll look back at Didi. It's like, Max might like this.
Definitely. And so do I. Why is it just for Max? I'm the one who found him.
Don't worry, we'll do the reverse engineering that you want.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's each all have a piece of equipment the same. It's only fair, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
but
so
I'm good at looking at any other human beings or living creatures with those things.
But did Raena stay in the car?
I was just kind of standing by the door watching you guys go sit in the candy store with the technology.
Yeah, you'll see Oren come out. He's like halfway skipping because he never really learned how to skip.
And I'm actually skipping along with him, like trying to get him to skip.
You and Raena is standing next to a bunch of like 25-cent machines that have USB sticks in the thing.
Oh, I'm dropping a quarter in and taking one.
Oren kind of darts his eyes over, and he'll reach into his pocket and find whatever change he does have, and he just hands it to Didi.
And I'm just sticking them in a bunch of different machines. I'm trusting my instincts on this and just going with my, like, which one do I want? That one. Okay. So is there anything fun that I got, Game Master?
You have, I don't know, maybe 6 quarters. And
7 plus mine.
Plus yours. So that would be 7 quarters. And that's 7 USB sticks.
Out of game, is there anything that we have with us that we could stick one of the sticks into and see if there's anything on them or if they're just blank?
Depends on what kind of phone you got.
Hey, Oren.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on you that we could look to see if there's anything on these sticks? Real quick.
We can once we get back. I just have an iPhone with me right now.
I just figured if there was anything on here, the person to be asked that we could ask questions to is standing behind the counter.
I think they probably rent those machines. They just have it there as like kind of like a gimmick. Sure. A very good gimmick, but because you can never have too many flash drives.
Well, they just took $1.75 from us.
More the better.
All right. Your tasks at the tech store are done. Raena looks at her watch and looks at her phone and realizes that she probably needed to be back at like 15 minutes ago to go through Max's room?
Well, we do have to be scared to get back to the Chantry, so maybe this is a good thing?
Time to find some police.
Whoop whoop.
That the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. That the sound of the police.
I text Raena. I was like, "Where are you guys?"
The nerds are nerding. We'll be there soon.
Well, if you need to scare them, tell them that my mom wants to give both of them a makeover.
Oh my gosh, that's genius.
That would prevent us from coming back.
But that
Like,
would mean
we would stall even longer.
that would mean you would need to call a cab.
Be like, I don't know what happened. I got lost in the store. She left me.
Oh no. Shoot. Lost.
That is a thought, like to get a cab.
Yeah, but how are we going to scare the cab driver to get us to the Chantry?
You got knives, don't you?
I'm not threatening an innocent, okay?
Boo.
Yeah, so that wouldn't
I'm no fun. I'm sorry.
that wouldn't exactly be a good idea. And plus, like, we do have contact with one, and I don't think he would appreciate it if we threatened him.
So, Raena, do I need to hold a gun to your head?
No, I'm going to the car now. If you guys want to ride home, come with me.
Yeah, I say she's gonna be scared enough with Max's mother, and he kind of shakes a little bit.
Ooh. All right. What is Raena doing to put herself in danger on the way home?
Raena is going to. I was just thinking something extreme, like wound myself.
I could slash her arm.
Can someone heal me though?
I will pull out my blade and slash her arm.
Or
Well, I guess it would be more scary if I didn't know if someone was going to heal me or not. But the sooner I get back to Max, I think Max can heal me. So that gives me incentive to go really fast. That works.
okay.
You see Oren start getting really uneasy in the back seat in the rearview mirror. And you actually see him kind of lower his head a little bit.
And Didi's just got a stupid grin on her face because this is the fun part for her.
Okay. That would be a drive roll. Difficulty 9. I believe it's manipulation and drive.
While she's driving fast, can I ready an action?
Absolutely.
He wants to. He's not actually going to touch it. He's wearing the watch, and in case that we do, it looks like or not looks like, but if it gets severely close to us wrecking again, like what happened with him driving, he wants to hit that button and basically teleport.
I see.
Is there anything I have to roll for that?
Can we all do that? No, I'm just kidding.
If you are still wearing the watches that you guys put together for the rally.
I don't think I ever took mine off. Knowing me, I wouldn't have taken it off.
So you are preparing to bug out if it gets too dangerous.
Yeah.
She did get 2 successes, one of which was a 10. So she is driving like a pro. Um,
I knew we had you be the chauffeur for a reason.
Takes 5 minutes to get back. Just dangerous enough.
On the way, I ask Kibby to text Max saying, meet us in the lobby.
And I do so for her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Max says, "Who's this? Who's this Kibby?"
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. That's the second time I've done that today.
That's the
I've been
second
up.
time you've done that today.
I was just going to let it slide.
Didi. Sorry, out of character. I've been up for almost 24 hours. My brain is barely braining.
You're on nursing brain.
Yeah. But thank you, Didi.
You're welcome, Raena.
No problem.
Hey,
All right.
Max. So I text Max. Hey, Max, you're the heads up. You're forewarned. We are on our way back. Raena is not looking forward to this, and she's in a little bit of a mood.
Anything you need from me?
Just a smile.
And also a Band-Aid.
Or stitching. I don't know how deep this is. I don't want to look at it. I'm just.
How deep of a mar does Didi do to Raena?
It's superficial.
Okay.
It was more to scare her. I did it more in a quick, swift, fast to scare her versus injure her.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Then I won't need too much healing. I was expecting like blood spreading everywhere. Blood, blood.
No, you're my team member. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm just trying to scare the crap out of you.
It worked.
I only scare my besties. I don't kill them.
All right. You guys get out of the car in the parking lot and walk into the hotel. And the professor is still sitting at the table. She's like putzing around with her phone.
Oren will have a couple bags in his hands, and he's trying to kind of halfway do the skipping again, and almost trips, but catches himself.
And I'm just grinning from ear to ear, and I'm like, "Good evening, Professor," because I am on an adrenaline high from this whole trip.
Good afternoon. You guys look like you have been on an adventure.
Oren's gone.
And I'm like, "Professor, I was a kid in a candy store. Check out these cool goggles I got. I'm going to be having so much fun. Where's Max? Max, you got to check out these goggles I got. Dude, you're going to love these." Where is he?
Max has been waiting in his room.
And Didi's so excited she's not even thinking.
But Max sends the text, "When you're here, come on, we're like about to be late."
And I feel my phone like in my hip, and I grab it and I'm like, "Oh, upstairs, guys, let's go." Max is calling on us.
I run.
Oren's in his room.
Okay. Didi and Raena show up to Max's room, and I assume you all go through the portal.
First, Max is like, "Are you bleeding?"
It's just a flesh wound.
I had to scare her, remember? Get back to Chantry?
Yeah, you guys remember you have a salve, right? Just like a little swipe of that on that will clear that right up.
Thank you,
Oh.
Dr. Mac.
That's
You have
right.
that healing salve that you made in Horizon.
I totally forgot about that.
So did I.
By the looks of it, you're just gonna need like a dot. So anyway, I'll lead you through. Take care of that before you see my mom.
I'm extremely hesitant going through this door. Like, I'm showing fear that I don't normally show before because, yeah, Max's mother just.
You come out of the
Closet.
closet.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's always going to be a thing.
Okay. So you are standing in Max's room.
And oh yeah, Didi wasn't with us last time, but Raena was. I lead them, balcony, outer stairs, around to the front, and in through the front door. So it looks like we were not in my room.
And
Alright.
I'm just looking at this house like this is where you grew up, Max?
Yep.
Wow.
It is very nice.
It is mansion.
Now, where's the owner of the house? As I'm like scanning anywhere and everywhere for her to pop out of a corner.
No, I'll send Mom a text and be like, we're here.
She comes out of the living room into the kitchen and waves at you guys from the kitchen.
Okay, there we go. We're here. Mom,
She hugs
Didi.
Max.
Hi, Mom. I don't know if you remember Didi.
And I just put up a little hand, like a shy little timid wave, like, hi.
Hi. Are you tagging along?
I'm here for moral support.
She wants to see the master at work. Max says,
You.
not even remotely hiding the fact that he's kissing her ass.
Oh, you. And she grabs her keys and says, "Follow me." You guys pile into the SUV, and it's about a 15-minute drive to the tailor. And I don't know if you guys have any conversations on the way or if you are in a dead silence while she listens to the stereo.
Knowing me, I'm going to be nervous and uncomfortable, so I'm going to try to strike conversation just to break the ice.
Okay.
And because I'm nervous and she already makes me nervous, Didi is going to do her Didi thing and ask the most inappropriate question that she doesn't even realize is inappropriate. And I ask about Max's dad.
Oh.
I said, so where's Mr.? Where's the Mr. of the house?
They're not divorced, so it's not.
He is out of town working.
Oh. Okay. And I just kind of like look out the window like, she is not a conversationalist. Okay.
And I jokingly say, so, politics, am I right?
Excellent. The drive is over. There's a place called Harold's.
I
And
think we missed an opportunity to extend that car drive for like an entire session where
We
nobody knows
could
what
have.
to say.
We could have. However, I will spare you the drama. Instead, you will have to deal with the drama inside the tailor shop. There are beautiful dresses in the window. It looks like they specialize in prom and black tie.
Didi's
She,
just walking along, admiring all the dresses, and then like looking at Raena and just giggling to herself.
they lead. She leads them first to the counter. Says we have an appointment for 3, and a person comes um out of the back room, comes up to the desk and says, "You can follow me." Leads you to the back of the store where there is like a series of mirrors and like a stand, like a footstool that you can stand on or sit on. And there are seats on either side so that people can hang out. Would you like something to drink?
Yes, I am going to need something to drink.
What would you like?
Alcohol? Do you have champagne?
Mimosa?
Oh, yes, please.
A mimosas for the group?
Can
Sure.
I have mine with pickle juice instead of orange juice?
Let
Of
me check.
course, Raena would ask for that.
Would that have a different name? Champagne and pickle juice?
Yes. I don't know what that
Pomosa!
is, but
Pomosa! No, I'm just kidding. All
while
right,
this is going on, Warren will put on all of his new stuff. Texts Panda in the encrypted chat. All she needs info-wise, other than the location where everything will be set up. Then he will go through his portal to retrieve all of his cat stuff and his cats. You do not need to roll anything. I will address that shortly. Okay. So, Raena, mom takes Raina's hand and says, "Okay, pick a dress and or a series of dresses, and we will see if any of them which one looks best."
I'm sitting while she's doing that. I'm looking at dresses for Portia.
You monster.
You are a monster. Raina picks out a couple of, not business casual, but semi-formal dresses. And then I pick out one really formal dress that is just extravagant. And then
Ooh, Raena.
a wedding dress just because I want to try one on and I'm here.
This, like, mom basically snuffs at the semi-formal stuff and looks at the wedding dress and is like, "You realize this isn't a wedding, right?"
We could call it something different. Like a white special day dress.
Oh.
You're probably right. I just wanted to feel pretty.
I don't blame you. What kind of wedding dress do you pick? Do you pick like a 1920s sort of situation?
Half sleeve, V-neck, kind of flowy bottom. Um,
Kind of peasant style?
sort of, yeah. But it's like one size too big because it's not fitted to me yet. So I'm walking around like a little kid in mom's shoes.
The attendant takes a couple of clips and makes it fit you.
Oh wow.
Oh, Raena. You look gorgeous.
Thanks,
Actually, correction, you look hot.
thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna go walk away now.
Hey, marry me, find a tux. Okay, enough playing.
Don't tempt me.
I have no idea what I'm doing, Max's mom. So if you could help me.
Yeah, of course. Do you want this to be white or do you want this cut in a different color?
Ooh, a different color would be great. I'm partial to forest greens and sort of creamy colors.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Pink!
She looks at the attendant and the attendant runs off. Louisa Trudeau.
And I'm walking up to Raena with a veil and a crown and plopping it on her head just because I'm bored and I'm looking for something to do. And I'm like, you're in a wedding dress. Might as well just do the whole shebang, you know?
I do. I do 100%.
And I'm like standing with her, holding her hands like we're at the altar, like, ah.
How does Max feel about this display?
He's actually enjoying it quite a bit. Since getting to know Portia, because Portia and Espen were basically his gateway into the world he wished he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And he just has been reveling in the LGBT atmosphere.
Newness of it all.
Like, oh my god, this is what I've been missing. That type of feeling. This
Oh,
is what
that's
I've been
sweet.
wanting in my life.
Like
So
this is what makes me happy.
they're being all, even if it's play lesbian stuff, it's not like mocking, it's having a good time, and he's just like, yep, these are my people.
Yes, we are. I
Mom
look over
looks
at Max
uncomfortable, but she knows they're just playing.
and I look over at Max like, we need a pastor. And I like nod my head jokingly.
One moment. And Max ducks into the tuxedos and pops out shortly after with one that it may be slightly too tight, but in all the right places.
Wow.
And he takes
Nice.
off his glasses and gets his hair all like, "Meow," and and he finds like a ledger that's sitting on the counter and stands with that.
And I'm just looking at Max, looking at Raena, and then looking over at his mom, like, oh, she's really gonna like me after this one.
Pastor type pants.
Well,
And
it's Al Pastor,
El Pastor.
which is I think that's like a
Or
meat.
hey, pastor.
Something pantalones.
Max's mother is She is the first to say how handsome Max looks.
Aw.
And the attendant comes back with a something between olive green and forest green, but it's the same cut as the dress you are wearing.
We call that pickle green.
I like it. It's
Or
a
Raena green.
signature Raena look.
It goes with your hair lovely.
I love this. I feel like a princess.
I take a step back so Raena can enjoy her moment.
This dress, if you are so inclined to put it on, is actually in your size.
I
Put it
will
on, put it on, put it on.
I will put it on, and Raena goes into the dressing room and comes back out really shy because she's never felt like this kind of pretty before, and she doesn't know if it's okay to say how pretty she feels.
Aww.
Walks out
Didi's
really
just speechless. Like Didi, like the Raena knows she looks good because of Didi's expression. Like,
And Mom is like, yes, wonderful.
and I'm just like,
Girl, don't be shy. You're beautiful.
And I just
She
lean,
kind of comes over and starts, mussing with her hair.
and I will point to I will like get eye contact with Mom and say, remember, this means nothing, but can I get a bow tie and cummerbund in that color so we can
Oh.
match?
She looks at the attendant. The attendant is like, yeah, you can
Excellent.
totally do that.
I've got a white tux. It's all fitted and everything, so.
Yeah,
Oh.
just give me the size for the cummerbund and, well,
and I'm looking at the two of them now, and I'm thinking about what's in my closet, and y'all think red will go with what you guys have? That's the only color dress I got.
Merry Christmas.
I was gonna say super festive. It is
So
December.
festive.
Well, it is November 7th. I mean, we're close enough to Christmas. I mean, I guess we could get away
I
with it.
wonder if we can get, when it's time, or when we can get Portia, if we can get her a white tux with red bow tie and cummerbund.
Ooh,
I love that idea.
So she can match you.
that's a great idea.
Oh, so a red cummerbund and a green cummerbund?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
And bow
I
tie.
will go get them. And the attendant runs off. Mom takes a seat. And she's like, Raena, your hair would look beautiful in curls.
And I just look at Raena like, oh, phase 2.
The makeover.
And are we gonna put Max in curls too?
I think his hair looks better slicked back. The pomade does his hair good.
She's not wrong.
Mother knows best.
Okay. So are we going to a salon or do we have an appointment for that?
We can just walk in.
Oh, okay.
Or we can do it at my place because I have a set of hot curlers that can probably do the job. So
This is when I wish I could just flip my wrist and give you curls.
Okay, out of character, I just had wicked deja vu right there. Both of you said exactly what I thought you were going to say, like word for word, same time.
Whoa, That's weird because I wasn't going to say anything either, but as soon as I said that line, I was like, I've said that before, but I've never said that before.
Dun, dun,
Yeah. Super
This
great
is
job.
weird.
Okay, back in character. I'm willing to do it at your house. I feel like I can trust you with my hair.
And I just give Raena this side eye, like. So, Max,
Yes,
you ready to go?
sure. I changed back into my regular clothes.
And I'm still the only one in my regular clothes, so I'm just plopped down on the couch with Mom.
Raena, does Raena wear the dress out?
No, absolutely not. I will get it all messy. I am a mess of a person.
The attendant kind of like leads you over to the shoes and says, "These shoes would probably look best in green, in the forest green, same forest green."
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. What size do you wear?
I know that boots and tennis shoes are different. Is there a difference between like tennis shoes and formal shoes?
Not really.
Okay, in tennis shoes, I'm a size 8.
Okay. Let me grab some 8s. And the attendant runs off into the back, comes back out with a box. If you want to try them on.
Yes, please. And I take them and put them on my feet. They're surprisingly more comfortable than I had expected them to be.
But you know in the back of your head after 2 hours this is going to suck.
Oh, absolutely. The first impression is a good thing.
All right. You have a pair of shoes. You have a dress. Let us go to the salon. And Max's mother piles you all into the car and puts the stuff in the trunk and takes you to the salon.
Why are we at the salon? I thought we were doing your hair at her house.
Oh, good point.
I don't mind either way.
At the house. At the house.
Oh.
And
I'll send a text to Oren saying, actually, everyone's having a great time. Surprisingly enough.
And I see Max typing on his phone, and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, it's in group texts or group chat, so.
And the group chat says, having fun, or is it a horror show?
Actually, it's going better than I expected.
Mom's probably driving and seeing everyone looking at their phones and texting and just being like, kids.
At least they're in the car.
No one socializes anymore.
No one socializes anymore. You drive the 15 minutes back to the house. She makes a beeline for her bedroom and the in-suite. The in-suite has like a cupboard underneath the sink. Pulls out the curlers. Pulls out her Mary Kay selection.
Boo.
Hey, I am anti-MLM.
That's why I booed. But it's free makeup, and she's doing it out of the kindness of her heart, so I only boo on the inside, and I sit there. And
Only
I'm
boo on the inside.
And I just look at Max with a look like I just got a very different opinion about your mother.
And I just shrug.
As far as you know, she just buys the stuff. She doesn't sell it.
She's still supporting an MLM.
Yeah.
She's a rich white woman.
She's a rich one.
She is her own boss lady.
She starts putting purple and green on your face, on your eyeballs, and starts putting your hair in curlers. Says, I have a lovely red that might work. And she pulls out a lipstick.
What's Max's mom's name?
Louisa.
Louisa.
I walk up to Louisa, and I go, may I play?
Oh, absolutely.
And I just start diving in and playing with makeup.
The everything's new, so you are the first person to crack into it.
All right, and I'm just thinking of my dress that I have on, and I'm figuring, well, if I can kill two birds with one stone, might as well. So I'm just going to do my makeup here.
You figure out which stuff does what perfectly, and you basically have intention of taking this with you. At least I assume such.
What, stealing it?
Or asking her for it.
Liberation of the makeup.
Liberation of the makeup.
You just put me through a rock and a hard place because, okay, outside of game, I know you're hinting at something, but inside of game, I'm like, I don't want no Mary Kate in my house. Okay. As I'm putting on my makeup, I'm compiling like a little compact of the powder and the blush and the eyeshadow, and I kind of have this little group, and I look over and I go, is there something I could offer to trade with you for some of this makeup that I used?
Yeah, she kind of looks back and like, trade. Just take it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not used to that. I'm questioning as I'm just waiting for her to yell at me. As
I
I'm
have a
putting
ton of
everything
this
on my
stuff.
back.
I have a ton of this stuff.
I'm still cautious.
And that blush looks terrible on me.
Oh. So I take whatever colors of the blush are there. Okay, well, I'll take all of them. Thank you.
Can you paint with all the colors of the blush?
Waka waka. And we will call game there with Raena in curlers. And we will do goods, bads, and uglies. We'll start with Didi.
Okay, my goods that was actually a fun game. We had a lot of little laughing moments in it. Bad was probably, this was a little bit slower of a pace of game, but I think that's also because Portia wasn't here, and I'm noticing that, yeah, I like having Portia here to kind of balance me out.
Like I do.
And I'm gonna give my ugly to, I'm actually gonna give it to Max, because Max was actually I'm stuck. I don't know who to give it to, because Oren and Max are both in my head. Like Oren had the first half and Max did the second. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Oren because I don't think I've ever given it to Oren. So
Phrasing.
Oh,
I don't do men.
sticking it to him.
So I'm gonna give my point to Oren because I haven't given him one yet, and I really felt like he carried a huge part of the storyline this morning.
Nice. Raena.
My good is that this is always fun, and even when I'm exhausted, I'm having a great time.
I'm so glad.
My bad is exactly that. I'm just very tired. My schedule this week has been wild, but I will be more prepared next week. to get out of these curlers and kill it. So
And slay it.
yeah, and my point is also going to go to Orin, for figuring out what all he needs and executing it, dude. Like that was like boom, 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 plan after plan, and I respect the hell out of that.
Nice. Chase?
Um,
Yeah.
I'll start with my bad, which is I was in pain for the entire episode and was very quiet because I can't really think straight.
Mhm.
But I was here. My good. It was a fun, lighthearted episode, and it was, you know, it was good to have a back seat for a while.
Nice.
And I'm actually going to give my ugly to Raena. Because fashion montage and having fun.
Fashion montage.
I was gonna request some music.
Now do that when she takes the curlers out and you get to go down the stairs in the mansion.
Oh yeah, ooh yeah.
Make an
That's a
entrance.
Make an entrance. And Orin.
Alrighty. I'd have to say my good is, well, on one point of it, Orin got to be the kid in the candy store again.
Yay.
I got to play out, and I also got to play out something that's uncharacteristic of Orin, passing up on coffee. Which with that, I was just looking at my quintessence. I'm like, yeah, I'm maxed out. Like, unless there's like doubling of points, it's not going to happen.
It'll start eating into paradox.
Oh, trust me, it's already there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like literally the circle is completely full.
Oh shit.
After last episode when you told me to max out, yeah, I kind of have however many points that is. So I got plenty of room to work with it. Next spell I cast.
You have plenty to work with.
No bads. I mean, before let's say like I had my little bit of grogginess before we came on, but that has nothing to do with the game. And then I would give the point to Didi because this is going to be the first time that we actually execute a plan together. Because she's doing the setup of the equipment, and Orin's basically the brainchild of the whole surveillance.
Right.
And also because Orin wants to be a little bit lazy. He doesn't want to set up the equipment himself this time.
Oh, I'll be there to help you, bud.
Yay. Everybody gets one experience for dealing with Max's mom and placating her because it could have gone so much worse.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. I am good to play next week, which would make it the 12th.
Me too.
And it's too bad I wasn't on the mic during all those jokes I was telling in the chat.
Yeah.
Because like the pastor tight pants, I had to go with that because I was trying to run with the hot lips Houlihan joke from MASH.
The hot lips hooligan.
Why does that fit Max's character?
Well, I mean, she was a hooligan, but
That so fits for Max's character, though. Oh my god.
Nice. If you liked this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. And if you would like to see more of this series and all the future episodes, then I recommend hitting subscribe and maybe even ringing that bell on the off chance then YouTube notifies you when we release an episode. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.